Hey guys, so before we start the video, I just want to let you all know that I am doing a Aquila giveaway on my Discord server. It's a pretty chill place, people do talk there every day, and so if you want to talk to others who are interested in the World of Warships, this is going to be the place for you. I also do other giveaways on the Discord server as well, so don't forget to join in and participate in those in the future. Lastly, I do stream on Twitch as well. I'm a partner streamer, and I do giveaways on there as well. You can follow me or using the link in the description and you can catch me live. Thanks guys, and you guys enjoy the video. Not like this, I'll get fired on. Alrighty, hello everyone, we're welcome back. Playing the Indomitable. This was very much requested on my Discord server by one user, so I figured might as well get on with it now. Indomitable tier 8, British premium carrier. She's known to be very well known for her consistency with reserves and her plane, mainly because of the help of the fact that she can do this type of mechanic called slingshotting, and we can try to I'll show it to you guys what this means as the match goes on. But right now we're going to be starting out with rockets. Matchmaker, we are bottom tiered, and there is a Holland in this game. Holland, Seattle, quite some scary enemies here. So let's see what we can do. There's also a Musfa. If he has the FAA, then he is a bit of a threat. But I don't think he has the FAA. Usually they take Hydro, so we should be okay. This gearing does take engine boost instead of the FAA, so not that bad of a, not that big of a threat for us. Okay, smack him for a little bit. I just realized I am pushing up for some reason. Oops. So used to playing surface ships that I was actually pressing W. Whoops, that was really bad. But yeah, we're gonna be running our slingshotting squadron here, which are the carpet bombers. These are special carpet bombers because they drop their bombs pretty quickly, and you can start up the next attack one almost instantaneously. You can see here we're able to start our next one. Now what this does is usually what happens, how carriers are coded is after they release their payload, whether it being the bombs or the rockets or anything like that, you will actually gain a invulnerability type of buff. So this whole entire time, until you get able to start up your next attack run, which is right now, you get that invulnerability buff. I don't know why they decided to do this, but hey, it's in the game, and they basically removed it for all other carriers. And by removed, I mean just increase the downtime of when you can start up your next attack run. But they didn't do it for Indomitable, because Indomitable is kind of a requirement and it's a special gimmick amongst the carriers. As you can see, we can just keep bombarding this Seattle non-stop, and she can't do anything about it really. She's bowing to the island, and so she just gets farmed here by both the Marceau, the Jinan, the Vladivostok. I had my mines going out wide here. So she's pretty much dead. And when she dies, there's going to be no threat on this side at all. It's literally just going to be the gearing and the Musfa. And the gearing without the FAA is pretty much just a sitting duck. She does have the smokescreen, but even still, United States DDAA without the FAA, it's not that big of a deal. Drop a fighter here to keep that Seattle spotted one last time. In case you guys don't know, so when the spotter flies down, when it's up in the highest altitude, it spots pretty much everything around it, despite it not being in on the same side as your target. So a little fun little fact to know. So now you can see that we were bombarding that Seattle for quite some time, and we are already, before we started up this squadron, we had 8 in reserves. Now we have 4. So total is 8, and I have another plane coming in 39 seconds. Now, what can sometimes happen is if you do this properly, you can actually have more planes in your reserves than you can carry. So that extra plane that gets readied up, it ends up being wasted. So usually what you can do is actually just keep spamming planes over and over and over again. And you don't have to care about losses. Now we notice that the enemy Shokaku is running she is running the enhanced reactions 4-pointer fighter skill. We just noticed it. So we have to take note of that as the game goes on. So far though, it does seem like we're doing alright. Seattle and the Musfar are down, and we just lost the Marceau. I'll say that's a pretty good trade. Let's finish our attack run here, and then we immediately start up our rocket strike. Indomitable can slingshot both her rockets and her carpet bombers. And she can pretty much abuse the hell out of that invulnerability phase. Now you see here, the fires are really in our favor. 7 fires out of what we have so far. So Indomitable is a really scary fire starter. Like, you can call her, people used to call her Sky Conqueror back when she was in testing. Even right now, people call her Sky Conqueror, just for the fact that she's able to pretty much keep the target lit on fire for as long as she wants them to, unless the RNG is just not with you. Let's see if we get some fires on this. Yep, and we get torpedoes. And we get a fire. Okay. That's our torpedoes to port. No torpedoes. I guess it just ran out. Max range gearing towards probably. So we are able, let's see if we're able to take this. I don't know if I can. I don't want to push up too close, but I think I can actually go for it. Unless my mind is going to be going. 3 ships down compared to our 2, so we are looking good so far. We just keep slingshotting around, like starting it around 7 kilometers ish. Because he's beached, he's not moving, so we can start it very early. Sorry, very late, closer to him. This should be a fire as well, and he should be permalit and just dead. There's a fire. We got it on his stern, I'm assuming, because that's the unsaturated area. And I think he just dies to my division right here. So now, next target, we can see we can find that Shokaku possibly try to light her up, dropping the fighter around like H4-ish. Don't want to drop it too close to the Richelieu, but close enough so that we spot the Shokaku, just in case she ends up trying to, just in case she tries to end up turning broadside, and then my battleships can possibly try to take a shot. These fighters arrive very late, so we don't have to worry about them. We are fine. There's the Shokaku fighters, and there she is. So let's drop it here. Drop the fighters here. We can drop it on, do our drop on the rune. Hit the brakes and turn. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm looking at the minimap. When I drop my ordnance like that, and I'm turning my planes, I look at the minimap the whole time, because you can actually see where the nose of the plane is pointing. And when you release your ordnance the first time to proceed with the slingshot, your icon will actually be matching and focusing on whichever squadron you're controlling, which is your second squad. So let's try to do it here. She might turn in, but let's see. I'm now looking on my mini-map, see if she's turning, see where my planes are, and she's just going broad, so we can just start it again. Alright, that's fine. So you can see here, this is pretty much the gameplay of Indomitable. It's very repetitive, so a lot of people don't really enjoy this kind of playstyle, but it's very easy to conserve planes. You have 2 planes here, and then you have another one coming back soon. 2 there, and I have 4 I'm controlling, so that's 8 total. And I have 2 back in reserve, so I already replenished. I replenished everything pretty much. So now we don't have to. This is the power of Indomitable, basically. The biggest downside of Indomitable, though, is you don't really have game impact. You don't have that type of burst that other carriers do. But in return, you have speed, you have plane tankiness, and you have the power to pretty much save your reserves as often, very easily too. You're able to set fires on multiple things. So when it comes to farming, I believe Indomitable is one of the better carriers for this. Like, we're bottom tier this game. We're going against everyone who's like pretty much higher tier than us, but we don't have to worry about anything. Their Shokaku isn't really much of a threat either, so This is looking really, really good for us. This is pretty much how it goes, but I said it multiple times to my stream. When I do pick Indomitable, I highly recommend people who do want to pick her up to play in divisions. Because it's very difficult on some servers and some matches to really try to win a match because you lack that game impact compared to some carriers like the Shokaku torpedo bombers or Enterprise dive bombers, the Chikalov's, you know, insane torpedo alpha, that kind of thing, or the other carriers, rockets, stuff like that. They all have an advantage over the Indomitable. Indomitable though, she gets everything for utility and defense, being able to conserve planes very easily, and the power of just slow farming a target down. This North Carolina did DCP our fire, so if she does get lit on this one, that's a perma double fire now. The perma double. So yeah, this is a stomper, but this is generally how you would play Indomitable. What I like to do is I like to division up as this carrier, and when we need someone to be focused out, they call DCP, I call DCP, and then we just light up the target yet again. This guy does not have fire prevention, so if we light on a double fire here, let's see if we can. Nope, no luck there. But after he dies, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this game's over. Yeah, so quick game, short game, good 10 minutes round, so I mean, you know, 110 damage, that's not that bad. We have 15 fires, already a lot more than the tech tree for the Royal Navy, and it's looking, you know, it's solid game. Quick game, we managed to get over 100,000, almost 2,000 base XP. Where's my fire damage? There we go, almost 30,000 fire damage, 60,000 bomb damage, so the fires really start racking up. And look, I only lost four bombers this entire game. I lost a lot more rockets and fighters, but only 4 bombers this entire game. And I was constantly spamming that gearing, the Seattle, right? So yeah, there's the match for the Indomitable. I was about to call her Formidable because the camo I'm using is the Azure Lane Formidable camo. It looks really nice, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think of the Indomitable, how you guys like her, if you guys have her, if you guys want her. Yeah, hope you guys have a good one.